Hello everyone, this is Keith Jackson and welcome to the Jack's Math Notebook. In this video, we are going to learn how to find the surface area of cylinders. And you typically see cylinders in the supermarket in the form of canned goods, just like you see with beans and corn. All right, the surface area is just simply the outer covering of a cylinder, the outer covering of a can. And it comes like this. Surface area is equal to 2 pi r squared plus 2 pi r h. All right, and so what do those terms mean? Okay, what does this formula mean? Okay, so we're going to multiply 2 times pi, right? So pi right here is equal to 3.14. All right, and you can see it right here. Pi is equal to 3.14. R is equal to the radius, and in this case, it is 4 centimeters. And we're going to multiply that by 2 because, see, pi r squared is the area of a circle. And since we have two circles that you see right here in this cutaway version of this can, we have a top and a bottom. And so we're going to multiply that by 2. One circle by 2 will give us the area of these two circles that you see right here. And so what we're going to do, we're just going to go right over this equation and we're going to come up with the surface area of this can of beans. And so let's start with the first part of the surface area, which would be 2 pi r squared, which would be the area of the top part of the cylinder, which is right here. The top part of the beans is top circle, and the bottom circle right there, as you see right here, top and bottom. And so when we do that, we're going to say right here, 2 pi r squared is equal to 2 times 3.14. How do we know it's 3.14? Because pi is equal to about 3.14 roughly. And then 4, right, times 4 squared, because see, 4 is the radius, and in order to get the area of the circle, we have to square that. And so we know that 4 squared will give us 16, and we know that 2 times 3.14 would give us 6.28. And so now we have 6.28 times 16, all right, and the surface area of both the circles will be 100.48 centimeters squared. All right, so we solved this first part of the equation, and now let's go to the second part of the equation, which deals with the label right here, which is the label for the beans right here. And so that part is 2 pi r times the height, because h stands for the height, and in this case, the height is 10 centimeters. And so what we're going to do right here, we're just going to go like this, 2 times 3.14 times 4 times 10. And when we do that, we know that 2 times the quantity of 3.14 would give us 6.28. We know that 4 times 10 will give us 40. And we know that 6.28 times 40 will give us 251.2. And what we're going to do, we're going to add these two together. We're going to add the 100.48 centimeters to the 251.2 centimeters together. And what we're going to get right here, or I should say centimeters squared, right? I should have put my centimeter squared here, but didn't have enough room, but that's okay because I remembered to put it in our answer when we figured out what it is, when we add 251.20 plus 100.48. And when we do that, we get 351.68 centimeters squared. So the surface area for this can of beans is 351.68 centimeters squared. And let's go on to the surface area of this corn can. All right, and keeping in mind the surface area is equal to 2 pi r squared plus 2 pi r h. And we know that r equals radius and h equals height. And we know that pi is equal to 3.14. And we're just going to apply this equation, this formula, to this can of beans. And first, let's start with 2 pi r squared because we want to get the area of the two circles, the top circle and the bottom circle. And when we do that, we know that 2 pi r squared in this case would be equal to 2 times the quantity of 3.14 times 3 squared. And in this case, we know that 2 times 3.14 would give us 6.28. 3 squared is the same as saying 3 times 3, which is 9. So 6.28 times 9 will give us 56.52 centimeters squared, right? And so now we're finished with that part. And let's move on to the second part in which we have 2 times pi times the radius times the height. And we know that 2 pi r h is equal to 2 times 3.14. All right, because we know that 3.14 is equivalent to pi times the radius, which is 3. Right here, we see that the radius is 3 here, and the height is 8 centimeters. And so we see that we're just going to multiply those three together, going from left to right. And here's what we have. We have 150.72 centimeters squared. All right. So now what we're going to do, we're going to add the 56.52 centimeters squared to the 150.72 centimeters squared. And when we do that, we will arrive at 207.24 centimeters squared as our surface area. Okay, yeah, I've been given quite a bit of information, and I wouldn't blame you if you need to pause the video to take a look at things or replay this video as many times as you need to gain a deeper understanding of how to find the surface area of cylinders. But in the meantime, please comment, share, like, and subscribe to Jack's Math Notebook for more content. Thank you and goodbye.